Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever the heck time it is in your neck of the woods. My name is Stephen D. Comics and we're back with more OKAMI. Last we left off, we made our way onto Seon City, which has been besieged by this mysterious mist inflicting plague on its people. Got to explore what is essentially the working class section. Had to do a bit of digging to get the river flowing here and back over to the main bridge. This wandering samurai dude here is operating the bridge, but he wouldn't be able to let us pass because of the lack of water, but is now preventing us from moving forward because he wants to catch his 1000th sword, which is apparently living and swimming through the ocean. Or river. Lake. Yeah, it's a lake. Sorry. Half wondering if it might be a swordfish that he's looking for, but, yeah, that'd be funny. But in any case, he, is doing some fishing, and I'm guessing we're gonna help him with that. More fishing minigame, yay. This is no mere fishing trip for me. Well, it is for me, and I'm not that thrilled about it. This is a true battle with the living sword. Therefore, I must arm myself with the right weapon. That fishing rod over at the tool dealer in town would be perfect. Wait, I saw 2 fishing rods. Which one were you looking for? Oh, you should see it. It's the purest of white, like new fallen snow. Okay, yeah, I saw that one. There is no chance of victory without that rod. Alas, it would appear that I cannot afford it. Yeah, apparently, wandering samurai doesn't exactly, do too much for the, accounting books, you know. Oh, what am I to do? Well, I guess I'm playing errand dog. Or errand wolf. You know what I mean. Wasting all my money on a fishing rod I'm not even personally using. Although it's not like I've really been spending a whole lot of money anyway. It's like I don't even really need to worry about weapons because I get them from dungeons. Like my rosaries and this kick-ass sword. Yeah, we've talked already. Blinding snow. There's also a marlin rod, but it's more expensive and he needs this. Alright. Back to ya. Alright. Alright, buddy. Here's a... Come grab onto my rod and get to it. That's blinding snow, the rod from the tool dealer. With that fine rod, I would at least have a chance against the living sword. I would at last have a chance against the living sword. I can read. Now be a good doggy and give it here. Yeah, I'm not planning on using it. Oh, happy day. I've never fished before, but it should not be much different from a good sword fight. Oh boy. Now, to catch that 1000th sword, I shall engage in mortal combat with that elusive living sword. Now that, I wouldn't mind. Change the C to a K, and that I wouldn't mind seeing. That's what Mortal Kombat really needs, a fishing minigame. I've been holding my rod over this water for some time now. It was like a second, dude. Patience. Have you heard of it? However, the living sword has yet to bite. But you know what they say, patience is a virtue. Okay, so you have at least heard of it, so why are you stopping? I shall sit here as long as it takes. Ami? Hoodhead here's never gonna let us cross at this rate. Time for some of that angling magic of yours. Show him how you do it. Fish that living sword out of this lake. Gotta make sure I have enough space between myself and the desk, because I'm gonna need it. Ah, Hoodhead sure is a handful. I wonder if there really is such thing as a living sword anyway. I mean, with what we've dealt with, I don't think we can rule out the possibility. I mean, you got the basic idea, yeah. I don't know exactly what we're fishing for, but don't let it get away. Given how things have gone up to this point, we're probably gonna have to fish for a few things before we get the sword. I think I hooked something. Gotcha. Not much of a sword on that one. Killer fish. Got you. A gobby. Alright, now the big boy's out. If you could just... Take it away from me. Bit of fight. Huh? Well, I can fight. Oh, I can actually see the moon this time. How's that possible? Oh, I wonder if it's because it registered my swing as the moon thing somehow. Come on. Stop stopping me, Isun. Oh, that was way off. There we go. That was a fighter. Caught the cutlass fish, the living sword. Yeah, no, that's a fish. An eel, at least. The gods be praised. At last I have fulfilled my dream. Dude, you see that's not a sword, right? At most, it's a whip. So that is the living sword? That is what I've been pursuing all this time? Ah, don't take it so hard. I mean, that was one big cutlass fish. And a cutlass is a kind of sword, isn't it? Isn't it more of a dagger? Yeah, I guess like a short sword, I guess. Wait. I'm drawing a blank on what a cutlass looks like. Plus, what are the odds of catching an ocean fish in a lake? Spare me such solace. But enough about that. A monk never goes back on his word. I shall make this jigsaw bridge passable once more. By stomping on the ground. Like he had to go full squat for it. Oh, now you finally notice it? Whoa, stop, Ami. I thought this mist was coming from the lake or mountains. So what's that stuff rising from the Imperial Palace? That's where the palace is? Figured it'd be more central along the path here. Let's keep going, Furball. Oh, Waka's here, too. Hey, asshole, what was the deal with trapping us in Orochi's den? Well, look what the cat dragged in. What took you so long, mon chéri? Ah, not you again. Well, you can't fool us. We're not gonna forget what you did to us back at Orochi's cave. And why do you keep popping up wherever we are anyway? What are you up to this time? Excusez-moi, but I have no time to follow you around. You see, I'm busy looking for something. Some prophet you are. Shouldn't you already know where to look? Well, maybe look isn't the right word. I already know where it is. It's just getting there is proving to be a bit of a problem. Suffice it to say, I want it quick and easy. Life don't work that way, buddy. Quick and easy? Wait a sec. Don't tell me you're behind this funky mist. Is this part of a plan to conquer the city and take over the world? You're always up to no good, so I wouldn't be surprised. The world? Not bad, my little bouncing friend. You're only half wrong. I seek the other world. I desire a path to the heavens. I mean, if you want a straight shot to heaven, then just live life as a good person as best you can, and when you die, you'll be good to go. Assuming heaven even exists. I mean, take a good look at humanity. I think it's safe to say that we're all going to hell. But I'd have to imagine that if hell is real, it's probably like multi-layered with, you know, like more neutral versions of hell for people that weren't good enough for heaven, but not really like bad people by any means. Just make it like a standard apartment complex or something. And then there's like people like Kissinger or Hitler, who were, you know, the people who actually deserve hell. They go there at least. I'd have to imagine anyway. Oh, stop beating around the bush and let us know what's on your mind. This path concerns you too, mon chéri. Huh? Well, don't just stop talking in the middle after that. Oh, they don't even give me the option to bite him. I haven't been biting any of the people because I thought it was bad enough they were dealing with the plague, but I want to bite this dude, but they won't let me. Jerk. UI. The city is in quite a bad state, is it not? Especially this ghastly mist that torments its people. You think we're stupid? We see right through you, pretty boy. Also, you admit I am pretty. God damn it. Call me out. Ah, we've got you all figured out. This funky mist and your so-called path to the heavens? You're in cahoots with Queen Himiko. Ah, you're still on Himiko being the bad guy trip, although I can't really blame you. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So just take it step by step. You must first deal with this mist. It is slowly but surely killing the people of this city. Wait too long, as au revoir. The damage shall already be done. Why, you talking about it like it's someone else's problem? You're behind it all, admit it already. Even if I was, what good would come out of arguing about it here? Methinks you should be doing something about the mist now. How about a tip this time instead of a prophecy? I feel like the last prophecy you gave was a straight up tip with how obvious it was. Go through the hole in the wall, little ones. Care to elaborate? No. Let me put it this way. Even the most solid defense has a tiny gap like the eye of a needle. Or something like that. Understand, mon chéri? Screw off. See, there's a line to the city. I wonder how much longer it'll be before it's my turn. This horrible choking mist is driving me crazy. I'm lucky if I could get any work done at all lately. I have to come and see Rao at least once a day to stay sane. Uh-huh. Huh, even dogs are coming to hear Miss Rao speak. Look at the crowds she draws in. They're all waiting to hear her comforting words. I just want to see what the deal is with her. I'm not really a fanboy in my case, fangirl in Ami's case. Some of them might not have the purest motives, of course. She is incredibly beautiful, so it's to be expected. If only I didn't have to stand guard, I could meet with her too. How about you, Mr. Red in the Face? This is the lecture hall where the Regent Miss Rao gives her sermons. She bestows guidance on people who have lost their way. Don't worry, but Miss Rao doesn't discriminate. You'll get your turn if you go to the end of the line and wait. Is the line gonna actually move, or am I just gonna have to find my own way in? Oh yeah, that registers. Wait, I heard some things cut on the other side. That actually worked. Yeah, looks like no problem me coming in. So I take it to your row. Oh, yep. Not bad. Well, who'd have thought there'd be a wolf in here of all places? The world is in turmoil. Have you come to listen to one of my sermons, Wolf? Then allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rao. I am the regent of Seon City, appointed by Queen Himiko herself. Oh. Pleasure's all mine, Priestess Rao. So what's troubling you then? Holy cow, the sister stacked. Of course you are. Okay, I guess maybe I'm not that different, but I mean, like... Come on, he's gonna be way more upfront about it than I am. You hear him. Excuse me? Oh, you've got a cute little fairy with you. Yeah. The name's Isun, and by the way, it only looks like I'm staring at... it looks like it because you are. Melons? Ah, never mind. Anyway, so you're running things around here? Well, there's a funky mist covering the city, and there's talk of a water dragon or something offshore. I was only half listening, admittedly. So what's up with the queen holding herself up in her palace? People of her city are dropping like flies, you know. How could she be so lazy at a time like this? So you've sensed the evil forces over Ryoshima too, then? Well, no, we didn't sense it. We more, like, saw it. It's pretty visible. I heard that dreaded Orochi was resurrected in Shinshu Field, though a brave swordsman vanquished him again. Well, swordsman and swordswolf. The ripples of those waves of chaos are reaching Ryoshima too. The water dragon terrorizes the sea, and an ill mist covers Seon. In these last few days, the situation has intensified. I don't know what's happening to our peaceful Nippon. Just gonna keep it up. She said something about waves of chaos growing stronger recently. The creepy shadow did scurry off when we defeated Orochi. Wonder if whatever it was took root here on Ryoshima coast. What are you muttering about, Isun? Well, this will no doubt come as quite a shock, but the great slayer of the dreaded Orochi is right before your eyes. Behold, the great Amaterasu! What? This wolf? But I heard it was a swordsman called Susanoo. Huh? Oh, well, he may have dealt the final blow. Actually, he did do that on his own. Gotta give him that. But Ami here did most of the work, I tell ya. That is true. And if you don't believe me, Ami's gonna show you some divine powers right here, right now. When will I see your friend's divine power then, Isun? You want it? You got it, sister! Come on, Ami, show her one of your celestial breast techniques. Oh, that actually worked out perfectly. Good thing I didn't open those chests. What was that? You like that? That was one of Amaterasu's divine powers. A mere taste of what the celestial brush can do. Celestial brush? What a mysterious and fearsome power you wield, Amaterasu. You got that right, sister. There ain't nothing Ami can't do. Maybe this wolf could help me with my quest. Your quest? What more could you want? You're already set. Dude. You already made that painfully obvious. Don't need to bring it up more than once. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Now that I've lost my prayer slips, the situation's completely hopeless. Grab these before they vanish off. Obtained Land of the Gods. Scroll drawn by a wandering artist contains useful information. What? How am I on 137? I upgraded my ink pot last time, right? I should go for health next. Seriously, what's with the sultry voice in the background of the music? Not necessary. Land of the Gods. It is said that a holy realm called the Celestial Plane is situated in the heavens above Nippon, where we mere mortals dwell. Isn't that where... Quit laughing, I'm trying to read. Isn't that where, Waka's trying to go? This legend is ancient, and no one today knows of or speaks of it. However, I have been entrusted with the knowledge of this sacred place. I don't know why I read that as palace. One day, I was visited by a man who wove for me a strange tale. He said unto me, the celestial plane has met its end. He related the horrors of this destruction to me at great length. His talk was unbelievable, but his eyes showed no reason to doubt. I only wish I had the fortitude to recount this harrowing tale here. I'm afraid my brush cannot bear the heavy burden of that sad fate. It seems that the celestial plane was destroyed long, long ago. The god's spirits, rendered homeless, still inhabit the earth. I try not to think such thoughts when I gaze up at the sky. Curious. Come on, tell us what you want. It doesn't matter, just forget about it. I have many favors I want to ask now that I've seen your powers, but with my prayer slips, there's nothing anyone can do. Then why don't you tell me where the prayer slips are, or what their deal is, and I'll help. It's not that complicated. If you want my help, just ask. Alright, well, we're in the 1%er district. Nope, that's cursed. Place that direction to go. That was in the direction of the swirling vortex, right? He said that was... Isun said that was on the Imperial Palace. Was it that way? What's up here? We're Queen Himiko's bodyguards. She's in her palace at the moment, praying for the city. I'm under orders not to let anyone disturb her. And I take orders seriously, so that means you too, mutt. Bop. What? That's fun. Now we're getting here. There's something over here. And it's daytime now, apparently. It's a bell, cool. Guess we'll try this way. Oh, I can get in there. And more treasure. God, there's treasure all over the city. Some crystal. Is this a kabuki theater or something? No, it looks more like one of those doll stands. I wonder what's wrong with the Emperor. His illness must be the cause of the strange behavior. Oh, and there's an Emperor, too. I've only been hearing about a Queen. Oh, what a sweet little doggy. Maybe you could lend an ear to that poor husband of mine. He's been so troubled lately, he'd talk to anyone. Yeah, I already did. I don't suppose you've got time to hear my woes, have you, Pooch? I've served under the former Emperor of Seance City and been at his side for more years than I care to remember. 5. But then he suddenly took to his bed with a terrible illness. He's been like a completely different person ever since. He was always such a modest and benevolent ruler in the past. And now he's all about executing the poor to show as an example. It's a rather drastic approach. And now he surrounds himself with guards and turns the needy away. There's even a rumor that he imprisoned a girl for no reason. Wonder if there's anything to do with that one shrine maiden or whoever. It's the illness that's doing this, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Duly noted. Nope, that's right, the curse is over the thing, right. Well then. Seems like there might be more going on than I would have thought. Let's dive deeper in. What's up? Psst. Psst. Can you hear me? I'm standing right next to you. How can I not hear you? What? We're supposed to be on duty. Well, it's just... I wanted to ask you something. What's your opinion of His Highness? What do you mean? Surely you're not doubting the worth of our honorable Emperor. True, he's had to take to his bed because of the strange illness, but I'm full of hope that he'll soon make a speedy recovery. And I am too, of course, but there's something about his strange illness that bothers me. That swirling mist is a little out of the ordinary, don't you think? The moment the Emperor took ill, it started to come from his room. God, he must wreak something foul in there to cause that. And then, before we knew it, it had taken over the whole city. People are really starting to suffer from it too. Well, don't you think it's all a bit of a coincidence? I mean, if it were a coincidence, then sure. Then yeah, it's not really a problem, but if it's not a coincidence, that's where it's a concern. Do you see what's wrong with what you said? It's definitely odd, I'll grant you that. But it's no use trying to ask His Highness how he feels. Rich people don't feel things. Empathy, it's the great flaw of man, apparently. He just sends everyone away, and he won't even see a doctor. So I don't see that there's anything we could do about it. So just let him die in bed and just rely on the Queen, then? Is that what you're implying? Well, what about that girl locked up in the cell all alone? She shouldn't be locked up like that. She's done nothing wrong. You don't know that. You mean that girl called Kaguya, right? Oh. Wait, are we actually straight up? It's not just a reference, it's actually happening now? Or not just a reference, but I thought like it had happened earlier with the bamboo dude, but Kaguya's still around? Because that was part of the thing with that story, wasn't it? That she got scouted to marry a prince or something? Orders are orders, so we had no choice but to lock her up. But I can't quite see why His Highness wanted us to do it. The city's in a real mess ever since he took ill like this. I wonder what's going on inside the palace. What indeed? What indeed? Check out these slips of paper. Ah, that might be the prayer slips. Looks like each one has a spell or something on it. But I have no idea how to use them. Don't think they do us much good. And how about this, huh? Hey, look at that, Ami. There's mist pouring out of that little hole. Too bad you're so big, otherwise we could have checked out this hole. There's a hole! I don't like this palace. Something smells fishy here. That's probably the stink coming from the Emperor. So, think that might be the hole Bacchus talking about? And I'm too big to fit through it? If only I had some kind of thing to make me shrink? Hmm? Almost like something we talked about in this video and in the early on in the last video. Hmm? 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 Anyway, let's take these back to Rao. Hey Rao, these are the things you're looking for? What have you? My prayer slips. You found them? In this huge city? I don't think the city's as big as you're making it out to be. They're pretty easy to find. Thank you. They're indispensable in my fight against the evil beings. I was sure one of them had stolen them from me. Thank goodness. Yes, your ability to sift things out really is a divine power. I guess. Like I was actively searching for it, but... Your name's Amaterasu, correct, Wolf? Well, Amaterasu, would you put your powers to use for us? Hmm? You saying we're the answer to your prayers? I'm saying you are our only hope. I'm not really a big Star Wars guy, but, you know, whatever. As you have seen, Ryoshima Coast is in turmoil. All because of the evil rising from the darkness. Because of the forces of darkness. Forces of darkness. Getting a little Kingdom Heartsy with it, aren't you? Yes, next to them, the monsters out there in the wild are nothing. They're starting to spread over Ryoshima Coast. And with Queen Himiko confined to her palace, it all falls to me. Normally, I'd use my holy powers to dispel any threat to the city. But this foe is too strong for me. So I have no choice but to ask this favor. Lend me your powers. So that means we'd end up helping Himiko after all? I don't know, sounds kinda fishy to me. There are some who think the queen is a coward to shut herself away. Yeah, like me. Yes, like you. But she cares for her subject. She's praying for our protection. Yeah, prayers don't really mean a whole lot compared to actionable, you know, things to do. But even she can't calm the water dragon and exorcise the city. Not without that sacred treasure to enhance her holy powers. That's what I want you to help me find. Okay, keep explaining. Please, Amaterasu, let me ask you once again. Will you listen to what I have to ask? Like, yes, just say it. Ah, what the heck, let's hear what this stacked babe has to say. I'll get off you soon. Stacked. You keep bringing that up. All you need to do is say it once and move on with your life, man. Or not say it at all. Anyway, when you came here to the city, did you see it? Right off the coast near the Ryoshima border, there lies a sunken treasure ship, victim of the water dragon's rampage. Again, it's not actually sunken, it's still above water. It's... I'm pretty sure when it's actually, like, on the seafloor, you could call it sunken. That ship was a trading vessel, working between here and abroad. It was transporting a great treasure ordered by Queen Himiko. But the water dragon attacked every ship in the water. It sunk the ship and its precious cargo right in front of the port. The fox rods that the queen had finally managed to locate, a matchless treasure with the power to defeat any foe, would have been Seion City's, no, Nippon's greatest asset. If we had the fox rods now, we could drive out the evil beings. Amaterasu, will you come to the treasure ship with me and help me search its cargo for the fox rods? You want us to do what? I mean, I figured we'd be going there. You want us to search for treasure on a sunken treasure ship? Well, I'd do anything for a cute babe, but if my boss here says no, there ain't much I can do. Who says I'm saying no? Well, boss, we gonna help this busty babe or what? Yes, I will help her, but you're gonna need to calm the fuck down, E, soon. Move on with your life. Bubber, well, the boss has spoken. Huh? What was that, Audie? Thank you, Amaterasu. You're a true savior. Okay, let's go to the treasure ship right away then. Although, we must wait a while until the new moon rises in the sky. In the shallows where the ship ran aground, called the Lunar Lagoon, the tide only recedes when the new moon is seen from the moon turret. When the tides are out, it's easy to get into the treasure ship. We'll meet at the ship on the night of the next new moon. Okay, great. So now I gotta get the moon out. And a new moon specifically. I don't think I have any say in the phases of the moon. Boy, Ami, you seemed really eager to help her. Well, I couldn't say no to those two either. God, you're the worst. But we can't let our guard down. I mean, who knows? That Musty Babe might be Himiko's puppet. And if they're up to no good, then we should get our hands on those fox rods before they do. Okay. At least you know what to get your hands on properly, you sick little turd. Why'd that wolf get cut in line ahead of us? Dude, it's a wolf. What's it gonna do? Alright. Back out to the coast. Let's get to the moon. Hop. 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 I wonder. Maybe if I feed this pig and I can get its attention, then maybe lead it back to this dude and maybe see if that's his. Have I made a rude little piggy friend? Doesn't look like it's interested in following me. Lead him a gone. You haven't seen him around here, where have you, pup? Oh, there we go. I could just grab him like this. Listen, what is it? You're trying to tell me you've brought back my Inuba for me? Oh no, Inuba's much better looking than that. He's more black and white and... well, he's too cute to describe, really. Alright, well, sorry, Piggy. Sorry for wasting your time. Didn't see any black and white animals, so... I'm pretty sure pandas are native to China, so... What's with the clam there? Cool. Anyways, I think I have a theory on how I can... on whatever that moon thing is she was talking about. There's this little perch here that's conveniently right over the shore. Yeah, and there's the little moon icon. But, Ami, you want to climb up this tower? I bet there'd be a fine view from up there. But it won't be easy. I don't even think you could do that wall jumping yours here. Probably just bang your head on the ceiling. Of course, it'd be different if you had double the jumping power. Yeah, that seemed to be the case. Something special about this tower. This would normally call for one of your famous jumps, but I think it's too high this time. So now I gotta figure out how to get extra hops. where? Yeah, that's right, there's no one in here. Yeah, I was wondering about having extra jumping power, but... especially with those towers that I've been seeing around, but... yeah, no one to quit, do ya? You need the Ultraviewers here. Yeah, we established that. Think you'd have a hint on where to go? To get double to jumping power? Maybe if I just go ahead and jump it straight to nighttime? Seems like not. The only other place I haven't seen is that island over there. Maybe I could just try swimming over there. Yeah, and they have their own little tower there, too. It's a coral fragment. That works. Let's clear this dude out of the way. Shot. Not too bad. Time could have been better, but whatever. I also need to upgrade my digging power so I can cut through there. Dojo, come in, bring your friends. Is it just me, or does this place seem desperate for customers? I mean, it's kind of situated on a little lonely island over here. And not even the fun lonely island like with Andy Samberg. Nah, just yeah, their own little spot here to climb up. Ooh, a carrot. the sign like this? Nope. Let me think. Might have skipped around a little bit with the fishing minigame, if I'm guessing my editing correctly. But probably about now is good enough to stop. So I'll check out this dojo later and see if this will give me a step forward in possibly getting a high jump so I can access that treasure ship, quote-unquote sunken, even though a lot of it's still above sea level. And yeah, have some, probably another ship-themed dungeon exploration for the next video. That should be fun. Probably gonna be ghost-themed. Maybe. Well, I don't know. I think it'll be a fun time anyway, so until then, see you next time. Blah 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 blah.